Hi everyone, it's Stuart here again. Hope you can hear me loud and clear. I had some audio issues. Everything looks fine this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the proptrade.com. We are about to give away 11 prizes, a spooky Halloween promotion that closed on Friday. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Your email is going to come up. Marketing team and the bosses are going to let me know who's won. I'll make a note of it here as well. So let's hope there's no issues with anything. I'm sure there won't be. 1 to 11. We'll do the first. Hang on a minute. We'll do the first 10 accounts first, and then we'll give the. I think we got $300 USDT to give away as well. So let's crack on before the data comes out. We got some PMI data today. It's been pretty good in Europe. It was poor in Asia this morning. Factories, manufacturing PMIs in particular. Factories in Asia still struggling. Clearly, some impact of the tariffs, not finding new markets for these things. But more on that later. Let's do these winners spins first. Let me just get rid of that. So Tradable, good morning. Gupta, hello. Let's start. Let's get on with it. Yeah, stop talking. Right, let's go. Click to spin. There we go. First name out of the hat looks like this. Wait a minute. What's happened there then? Oh, hang on. Oh, I missed that number. Sorry. Did you see that? Sorry, that was my fault. I might have to do that again. I don't know if my bosses saw that. Sorry, I think it was 2 something, wasn't it? Should I do that again, everyone? Sorry, that was a bit. I clicked too quickly. Let's do it again. Should I do it again? Let's do it again properly. Spin it again. 11 times. So first out of the hat for a $10,000 account is number 367. Okay, 367. Congratulations. Sorry, I can't read my own numbers, can I? That says 368, you fool. 368. Why did I say 7? 368. Okay, 368. Let's just close that and do it again. So 368. Congratulations. I'll get the name as it comes through. Benedict, you had to join the giveaway on our. Keep posted, guys, on our social media platform. Check the next platform and our Instagram and our other social media pages to join these giveaways. But there's 11 today. There'll be plenty more in November. November's a huge month for us. We're into our big second year of being in business. We've got great plans for November. Obviously, we've got the end of the year coming as well in December. So keep posted and we'll let you know. So 111. Sorry, 111. What's the matter with me today? 118, 118. What school did you go to, Carol? 108 is number 2. Right, let me just open up my my WhatsApp on my phone because my boss is letting me know who's won. Right, so Matthew from Canada, I think, is 368. And Raj from India is our 118. So congratulations to Matthew and Raj so far. That's 2 of 11 down. Let's just crack on. Close. It's like drawing the balls out of the for the Champions League or the FA Cup here in the UK. He talks too much, doesn't he? Benedict still in me. 341 is number 3. 341. I actually got that number right, didn't I? First time. 341. I'm getting better at this, obviously. 341 is number 3. So fingers crossed. Your name will come through in a minute. Oh, you fool. 2, 1. That's Augustine from Kenya. So we've got Canada, India, and Kenya. And now we got number 98. 98. So that's Augustine was 341. 98 is number 4. So we got our first 2-digit winner, 98. Close. Okay, so 98 is number 4. Number 5 of 11. Looks like it's number tick 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 tick. 585. So that's the highest number we've had so far, isn't it? 585. 585 Abdul from Uzbekistan was number 98. I think that's Abdul. Congratulations, Abdul. If you're here, if you're not here, doesn't matter, you still win. 585 is number 5. So we're halfway through, or just over halfway through, aren't we? Number 6. Just close that. 6. Spin that roulette wheel, Stewie boy. We have also from 585 is also from Uzbekistan. Jafia, well done. 251. So Jafia. Excuse me, I'm not pronouncing that. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, but I'm probably it's not spelled right. Jafia was 585. 251. 2 plus 5 plus 1 is 8. Close. One of my favorite numbers. 8. So 251 is number 6. So we are certainly over halfway through now. So 7 winner. Remember these guys, you're winning a $10,000 account with us. Let's do that thing again where it's dropped off. 151. 141. Kevin from Kenya. So Kevin, 2Ks. Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin. Is 251. Number 7 is 144. 144. 144. 12. 12's 144. Remember that from school? 12 times table, 144. That's just one of those. I like numbers, as you probably know. So 144 is our number 7 winner. Number 8 comes from, or number 8 is 171. So we're back into the hundreds. 171 from 144. 144 was MP from South Africa. MP, congratulations. 171 was winner number 8. Number 9 of 11. There's only a few more to go. So fingers crossed, guys. Obviously, you can't win more than once, but best of luck if you're still in this draw. 171 was number 8. Number 9 comes around to tick, 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 tick. Whoa. We have 43. You know, the best number in the world is 42, the meaning of life and everything. But 43 is pretty close, isn't it? 43. I wonder who's coming at 43. 171 is a Marina. Marina from Spain. Hello, Spain. But it's a lot warmer in Spain than it is here in London this morning. It's 10 degrees at the moment and the wind is blowing. It feels horrible. So, Marina, enjoy your Spanish sunshine. I assume the sunshine still shining in Spain in the beginning of November. 43. I'm really interested in who's 43, to be honest. I say 42, the meaning of life and everything in the universe. If you've read Douglas Adams, you know what I'm blethering on about. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 3 consecutive numbers. 3, 4, 5 is the final $10,000 account giveaway. So 3, 4, 5 is our 10th winner. Nikhil from India is 43. So well done, Nikhil. With closest to the best number in the world. Nikhil from India. And finally, Asad from Pakistan is 3, 4, 5. So Asad, congratulations to you, my friend. Right, the final 11 of 11. So we'll have a full 11-a-side football team here. The final winner, number 11, wins the, I think it's 300 USDT. But I say, obviously, you'll all be emailed directly. We've obviously got all your contact names. And final spin for today, the 3rd of November, is a number, fingers crossed, everyone. We're still in the draw and it's stopped. 613. 613. Our highest number, interestingly, 613 is our 11th number. And our final winner and the winner of 300 USDT. 300 USDT. I'll just make a note here on a bit of paper. And the bosses will let me know who that is, hopefully. We had a Nikhil. Asad was our 10th winner, and we're just waiting. So Matthew, Raj, Augustine, Abdul, Yavir, Kevin, MP, Marina, Nikhil, and Asad, you are the winners of the $10 account, $10,000 account, and I'm just waiting for the final one. 613 is the $300 account. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I haven't actually got that one, but never mind. That'll come through shortly, no doubt. So keep watching, friends. We're going to go to the markets now. Ganesh is 300 USDT. Ganesh from India. Ganesh, congratulations, my friend, my trading friends. Good luck, everyone. Make the best of what you've got there. Remember, it's all about risk management in this business. If you're new, if you're experienced, that's what keeps you in business. So thanks for your time and attendance today, everyone. You will be in touch. Head office will be in touch with emails as will be posted up on our Discord group, I'm sure, as well, very, very quickly. So keep posting, keep watching. Those of you that couldn't get in, Benedict, make sure you follow us on either where you are now on X or on our YouTube channel or our other social media platforms. Okay, so thank you for your time, everyone. Let's crack on with the business ahead today. So let me have a quick cup of tea. Quick slurp of tea. We've still got the government shutdown in the United States, but there is data coming out. As you can see here on the calendar, hopefully, you can see that the manufacturing PMI data was quite weak in Asia markets. China is a good example, missing expectations, slipping down. Europe's been a bit better than expected, but still, remember, anything under 50 for the PMIs, the Purchasing Managers Index it stands for, shows that the sector is in contraction. So clearly here with 48, 49, just 50 and 49.27, sorry, for the United Kingdom. Europe, United Kingdom, Switzerland, all in contraction when it comes to manufacturing. And it's sort of going backwards a wee bit. Spain was a bit of an outlier. It was better than expected, and it's 52.1, the only ones in expansion mode. So, it's still tough out there for manufacturers, factory orders, particularly some of the factory orders we saw out of Asia. South Korean data was pretty weak as well this morning. But anyway, the data we've come to have a look at today, it's that might move the markets, is the US equivalent, the ISM, the Institute of Service Management, that stands for in the United States. So it's not government data, but it's very, very well respected. It's both sentiment and hard data. It's how the guys that buy stuff, the people that buy stuff in these manufacturing organizations perceive things going forward. So it's a combination of sentiment as well as hard data as well. So that's just dropped now as we've gone past 3 o'clock. I'll just have to update this calendar and see how that comes in. Remember, you saw there the S&P, the Standard and Poor's manufacturing number was better than we'd seen in Europe. So these are the European data. I've got all the other countries in there now. So so the Standard and Poor's ones that came out earlier, 15 minutes ago, came out 52.3. However, this is quite weak reading. The PMI data, the most important one is this one here. The PMI data for the month is coming at 48.7. So it was edging up. It had started to improve, but it was still in contraction mode, and it's missed expectations. So that's quite a significant miss. It's more significant, I would argue, than some of the European data this morning. So that's come in at 48.7, down from 49.1. It may seem not a big miss, but when we were looking to move up and expand to 49.4, and then we've missed and we're lower than we were last month, that's not great reading. The Trump administration won't like that. Inflation, because this is the prices they're getting, is suggesting it is disappearing, so it's less. That's actually better number as well. So for some reason the vehicle sales hasn't come out. It's because that's an official number, isn't it? I think that one. To be honest. So that's not great. So we'll see what that's done to the dollar. So this is the euro. We're short on this from the 30th. We hit half the target on Friday. So I'll just have a quick go at the 5-minute time frame. Let me just update this. There we are. There we are. So, guys, any particular assets you want to have a look at, let me know. So this is weakened the dollar, and there's my stop loss all the way up there. But this is only the 5-minute time frame, so you can see the reaction. We were drifting lower. we had put in a new low of the day here at 115.05. So getting to the 115 area, I think that was the second target area hit there for the euro. I can't remember if we put a second target or not, but it was certainly down there. Books. So understandably, dollars weakened on that data. It was starting to teak up on the Standard & Poor's data at quarter to. But here, so the low of the day was put in just at 115.05, and we've moved back up to 115.20. So sort of a 15-point move on the combination of those PMI data. The other thing about PMI data I didn't mention at the beginning, although it's a combination of sentiment and hard data, it is a forward-looking indicator as well. So that it does have, that's why it has so much significance. Obviously, the manufacturing sector, as far as GDP is concerned, in any of these highly industrialized countries, and indeed, the fast developing countries like South Africa and Japan, Nigeria, Brazil, India as well, obviously, is that the service sector is becoming more and more significant in those countries as well. So these big old manufacturing hubs it's less of a contribution to GDP and to the growth of the economy of these countries, but obviously it's still quite significant in some of the fast developing Asian markets like Vietnam and Cambodia and those sort of countries. But dollar weakening on that one. Wazid's actually, having asked people what they want to see, Waziri has asked about gold. So let's just flip back to gold. So gold, with the weaker dollar, should have ticked up on that. The gold's been, where's my, see the, I don't want to trade. I just want to markets panel. I want to bring up the metals. So gold, interestingly, I got actually on my end of day position trade, when I didn't share with you on Friday night, I actually got a small long position on close of business on Friday as we closed over the key 4,000 level. But here this morning, obviously that would have been one to take. I didn't actually take that. I didn't share it with you. I'm not actually got any skin in the game on the gold market at the moment. But so far today, gold has been relatively positive, hasn't it? Here's the fact. Sorry, let's start with the hourly chart. Sorry, then the 1 hour chart. So we're sort of holding above the key 4,000 level, having dipped below it last week, as we mentioned last week a number of times. Buyers at 3,900 was the key story from last week for me on the gold market. It's still very big. So we were late last week, we were sort of bobbing between 4,000 and 3,900. And then we started to move up. So you can see here on the hourly chart, these lows are sort of starting to rise. So we've got a rising wedge here, if you like, from the floor here up here. So we got a nice rising wedge, which is relatively positive. We had the top of the 4,000. We burst out of it once. Sorry, let's put that in on the hourly chart. No, that was from last week. That was that low, the first test of the 3,900 level from the 28th last week. So we rose to 4,000, blupped it once, didn't like it, blupped it twice, didn't like it. Then we sort of just meandered through the 4,000 level on Friday, but closed relatively positive, and we closed above the 4,000 key, and that's probably why my indicator went long as it did on the end of day. I've just got the end of day here. So that was Friday's close. It held above 4,000 was the stories it was telling. A bit of a lagging one because of Thursday's big up day, and now we're positive again today. So if I'd taken that on Friday night, would be in the money. But at the moment, it's not an open trade, but it's still bid. So we'd had this shakeout. This is what we were talking about last week, wasn't it? How much of this shakeout is going to play out? So we did this last week as well. Hang on a minute. There's my fib retracement. So again, we were saying last week, is this too early to call this last week, this 3,900 being the floor? Given it was a resistance area on the way up, as you can see, if you look to the left of my chart there, you can see it was a key resistance levels as we're going up. So the resistance on the way up here at the end of September is now becoming support on the leg down here as we move into November. So we have bounced off that somewhat. So our first key resistance is what we were saying last week, wasn't it? The key 38. Oh, the first major fib level sits right on the 20-day moving average. You can see that's the midline of the Bollinger Band. So that's a big resistance now that sits above. The key thing was it was quite significantly above 4,000. So it's at $4,086, the first resistance to the upside. And then you can see where the 50% retracement of this leg down comes. It's this period here from the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of October last month, where we got to 4135. So 4135 is the next level. And then the key 61.8. The golden ratio, as far as Fibonacci traders are concerned, sits at 4193. So they're the key three levels as we go into this early part of November for end of day traders for gold. The key one being this first break above the 20-day moving average and the 38 fib level. That makes it a double wall, if you like. There's a double resistance because there's some other technical indicators coming together there. Obviously, we've got the psychological 4,000 as support and the buying area we saw at 3,900 last. So forward. So as far as today's coming, we've got a green candle. It's positive. We're still not positive on the higher time frame. It's still under the 20-day moving average. So we go up or down the time frames. The 4-hour time frame ticked up here through the midline of the Bollinger Band. See that one there on the 30th, the first big candle of the 30th, and stalled at 4th. Then we just sort of meandered around. So we are moving up. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 candles now here in the 4-hour above the 4,000. Last week we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed candles above before we close the book. So it's relatively positive, but there as a 4-hour trader, you've got resistance at the top of the Bollinger Band there at 4,046. But today it's been relatively positive, as I just said. So the 1-hour trader is positive, having slipped lower into our low of the day this morning on opening. This is 12 o'clock last night. This is 1 o'clock last night, my time. So that's our daily trend line we put in. And then we've been positive from there. So we moved higher this morning into open European trades where we are now, 4,025. Then we moved lower into 4,000 again. And then we've moved higher in the last 5 or 6 hours as well to the upside. So we're trying to push higher. Clearly some horizontal resistance where we are now at 4,025. And then through there, I would look there on those that candle cluster there from the 30th, the end of day 30th at 40,035. So there's maybe $10 more in the upside for gold today if it's going to test a breakout of this range it's been in. So we need to at least hold where we are now, which is 4,025, and then add another $10 and break if we're going to break out of this late October range. But as you can see, that's the resistance. Again, it's a fives always come into play, guys. So $4,025 resistance now, resistance earlier today, resistance here on Friday lunchtime. We broke it Thursday evening, and it was a resistance zone here back on the 29th at lunchtime as well. So where we go from here is sort of question. We've had a relatively strong 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit hour move to the upside. Obviously, the US market is coming is now live. The live market. Remember, the US put their clocks back for the winter time over the weekend, so we're back to 5-hour difference between London and New York. Obviously, doesn't affect a lot of you, but affects me here in London. Just gets my time frames. So basically, it's been a good day for gold so far today, but can we go any further? Well, maybe not. Be careful, basically, is what I'm saying there on that hourly chart. If we come down the time frames, the trading time frames, let's come down. 30 minutes it's still bullish, it's still positive, but we are at the top of the Bollinger Band. This hasn't crossed yet, so we're not looking to go short, but it's had a nice run from the cross there. Having moved down, there we go. We didn't touch outside the Bollinger Band, so it hasn't played out. It hasn't touched the Bollinger Band here on the 30-minute. It might have done on the 15-minute time frame. Again, guys, and Wazzy yourself, I don't know what time frame you're actually trading this, or you're a long-term holder or whatever. But there you can see there's a touch of the outside of the Bollinger Band there at 4 on that on this 15-minute time frame. The first touch, it also coincides with the cross, so that would have gone short there and it's gone down, and then it's gone through target 1, but then it's reversed. So you'd have gone short on that there at 4,016 and 25. It's hit your first target, which is the midpoint of the Bollinger Band, which is 4,007. Then it's reversed. So if you've left your stop loss up there, which I probably would have done, to be honest, it might have been stopped out on that second spike there. It's certainly stopped out on that cross there. So this looks like this might be crossing back up to the upside. But let's come down to a 5-minute time frame, which is what we do when we do this live, don't we? So that's gone long there. There you can see that's a classic. There we've got the cross there. Move down to the outside of the Bollinger Band. We then get the cross of the orange and the blue line to go long there, and that's a long trade. It's target 1, target 2 within 5 minutes. So again, there we go. Even if you've left it to there, you got target 1 there at 4,015. It's hit the outside of the Bollinger Band at 4,021, so another $6,000. And now the 5-minute trader gold is looking to go short potentially. I'm only saying potentially because we've got this stickiness of the outside of the Bollinger Band. We got the widening of the Bollinger Band, so the trend is with us. So this mean reverting strategy isn't working yet. We're not sure. We've either closed our, well, this is what you should have, if you've been following the rules, you'd have closed your position out on this touch of the outside of the Bollinger Band, the second one. So target 1's here, target 2's here. And then, as the position is developing, you could have added here. You would have added here potentially, or added here, because the trend is still going as far as the stochastic is concerned. We're still moving up, but we've now hit, and now we've come in. The last 5 minutes we've come in, so we've got as high as 2030. So again, another significant round number being hit, 4,030. So we've gone from 4,025. 4,030, our new high for the day, and now we're having a bit of a cool. So we don't act until the stochastics cross the 10, the 6, the 3, the stochastic. Looking for a short position. It may fail, obviously, but the last trade was successful here on the cross to the other side, and now we're looking to go short. Is there any buyers to take it to 40.30 and beyond? We're at 40.27 at the moment, so we're just waiting there on that 5 minute. And Jatin's here. Hello, Jatin. I hope you're well, my friend. I'm a buyer from 4,000. Yeah, it's a hugely round number. I'm in gold buys from 4,000 real account. Okay, so when you say real account, I'm assuming you mean unleveraged, or even if it's leveraged, a full account, so real cash. So best of luck. Yeah, it was, as I say, my real trading, if you like, was also saying long on Friday night. I just didn't take it. It looked a bit, well, I just didn't take it. There's no other reason. I just didn't take it. But anyway, I was just the Forex trades and the index trades. I was long DAX early on the 4 hour. I think that's gone against me initially. But anyway, we'll come to those in a minute. But yeah, that's 5 minute trader looking to go short. We'll come back to that in a minute if you like. Let's have a quick scoot elsewhere. Crypto, Bitcoin continues to struggle. 107,000. I'm saying struggle, as we know, I've been talking about 2017 a lot for Bitcoin this year. 8 years ago, the 1st of November, we went to $7,000. 1st of November, 2017, first time crypto or Bitcoin traded up to $7,000. And here we are at $107,000 in a 7-8 year period. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, it hasn't been a straight line to that 107, has it? As we all know, incredibly volatile asset. So 107 now, that key 112, as you know. Let's go to the hourly time frame. Well, let's go to the daily time frame. The key 112,000. We just couldn't. We haven't been able to hold last week. It looked like relatively positive, but we were down significantly down on the 29th, down into the end of the month. Last week we had a bit of a bounce on Friday. We lifted a wee bit over the weekend, but that's all been sold off. So Friday's, Saturday and Sunday's rise has all been more than wiped out so far today. Obviously today isn't finished, so we don't know if that body of that candle is going to finish down there, but you can see where we are here, guys. It remains weak. These were below these wick these end of day closes, which was 108,000, but down here another $1,000 lower at 107,000. So we look further across, and support is, next level is down here, this 105, 106,000. And then, where's the low of this? This takes us back to June the 23rd, when we went in to test the $100,000 level on an end of day bodied candle. Obviously, we had that huge scare on Friday the 10th on the president not getting his peace prize, throwing his toys out the cot, cranking up tariffs on everyone, particularly the Chinese. But yeah, that's obviously the key level, 100 and 101, 100,000 level, the next big psychological level to the downside. But as you can see, as we zoom out, you can see how significant a day today could be. Where if you look at the body of the candle, obviously it's not over yet. And that could be just a wick, and we'd end up with a very small bodied candle. But again, if you look at the stochastics, we moved down, we've moved up, and then this has been short since that break of the 112,000 there on the 29th. Big move into the under half of the Bollinger Band. Right, a bit of a ripple up last week, but as you can see, it hasn't impacted the stochastics at all. The trend is still to the downside. So Bitcoin remains relatively weak going forward. We need to find some sort of whether it's going to be 100,000, some sort of weakness in the dollar. The dollar's has come across as a bit in demand, as that's triggered. Those 3 or 4 trades I took of the week over on Friday night it was short the Aussie, short the Kiwi, and short the CAD, 3 triggers, and we were already short the euro dollar as well. So dollar picking up a tad. That's crypto. Any other cryptos anybody wants to talk about, let me know. We'll have a look at them. And it's just another asset. Obviously, the issue when you're trading Bitcoin, guys, or any of the cryptos is, they are more volatile than standard assets typically. And that's where, one of my favorite indicators of all time, the ATR comes into play. The average true range gives you what this asset you're looking at, whether it's gold, whether it's silver, whether it's crypto, what is its typical range on a daily basis here, because this is the daily time frame. So this is telling me over the last 14 days, currently, typically crypto Bitcoin has moved $3,581.49 as its typical 14-day average. So, that's a long move. We look at something like Forex, and we look at something like pound, euro pound even. You idiot. Euro pound. We got a typical range of 36.8 points. So pays your money, you takes your choice, whatever you're trading. But the approach should always be the same. So anyway, gold and gold holding that 4,000 level, and crypto on Bitcoin in particular still remaining quite weak. So as far as the dollar's concerned today, if we just look at the dollar moves today, Swissy 80.75, the yen 154. So the dollar here you can see on the end of day embraces remains certainly bid here against the yen 154. There's no, if you look at the weekly from last week and beyond, this continues to bid. The current agenda from both the Bank of Japan, the political agenda in Japan now, and obviously the relationship with the United States, that's looking like more weak yen to come, or weak potentially. Obviously 155 is the next big round number, and then 160 to the upside, which takes us all the way back to the beginning of the year when we were all the way up here at 158 on the 6th of January. These are weekly candles, guys. You can see how weak the yen's been since the summer. So against here against the dollar. So that daily trend is in line with the weekly trend to the upside, and be careful trying to catch the top of this one. We did have that leg low into the 20-day moving average 50 and off. We've gone again to the upside, and we're at 154 so far today. Dollar CAD 140.63. It's come down a bit today, but again, this was long from Friday night. That's I think it's that target 150. I can't remember. We'll have a look. Actually, let's have a look. So we've got it. So we've got them here, haven't we? Where were we? Dollar CAD target one was 40.51, and that's not high enough. 40.60. Yes, so that's got to target one. So that would have half of that will be closed. Stop loss will be moved up to entry here. So that's target one hit for dollar CAD. Today we got in on Friday night. So that's target 140.50. Thank you very much. That's moving high, but again, it's again looking quite positive. Weeky Looney is back in play from Thursday as we've moved up from that test to 139. We're back up to the upside. Euro 115.17. Has it held it? It's interesting. Let's go back to the 5 minutes. Yeah, it's still held the 10, so the 15 pip move it had following the PMIs. It's given us some of that back, but it has gone high since we were last watching this, haven't we? We're at 115.15 now, and we were down at 115.05, so it's really a 10 pip move, which is somewhat negligible there. So the higher time frame trend, which is what I'm trading on, is still to the downside. There's my stop loss up there at 115.44. I think I'd moved that down since we last posted this, didn't we? 115.46. Yeah, so I've moved it. It's hardly anything, is it? 46 or 40. I mean, it must have been that. 115. Is that right? Oh no, it's still there. 115.40. That probably needs. I'll probably pull that down when we're finished here. So you can see here the trend continues to move down. Obviously, a breach of 115 itself could see a significant move lower. Aussie, we're also short on. That's the hourly time frame. That's also probably target one being taken out from Friday night. Our target was 65.12. We're at 65.12, 65.23. No, that's our entry, not the target. Sorry. 65.45 we got in. 65.12 is our target. It's obviously not on here because Trade Locker doesn't want to hang on to my lines. So target's down here somewhere. 65.12 it was, wasn't it? So there we are. Still a bit of a way away relatively in this hourly chart. But anyway, you can see the trend. It's stronger dollar so far today. And Kiwi is the other one we were short on. And again, 56.96. I'm not sure what's the target on Kiwi. Kiwi first target was 56.92. So that's within a smidge of 92 is the target for Kiwi, and it will take out 92. It's not that 2. I've done this so many times. It doesn't like hanging on to them. There we are. So we're still we're at 56.96. We've got 3 or 4 pips to get to target one on the Kiwi. To the downside, they're the 3 from Friday night. And we've gone long the DAX on the 4-hour time frame on my Heiken-Ashi candle. So let's have a quick look at that. Unless, again, guys, sorry, unless there's something else somebody else wants to chat in, was the last one up saying he's buying gold. So let's have a quick look at the DAX from earlier. Don't like DAX. The DAX trades it. Let's see if I go back to the it's. Put my layout the VWAP as well. Put it as it kept. Oh, it has kept the lines. Oh, surprisingly. So we got in here earlier, and it's gone against us. We can't such slide. But that's our entry here at 24,190. Our stop loss is fairly tight for the DAX here at 24.62, and our target is 24.299 from earlier today. So that was where we got in, and that's where we are now. We're at 24.14. So we'll come back down with the other markets. The Nikkei is the other big positive winner we've had for October, and it was, I think the line's still on this one. There we are. My stop loss is now at 51,774. This is the hourly chart. It's an end of day trade, so I tend to put the stop loss in relation to the 4 hours. So I might crank that up just above the 20 period there, but it's quite a big down candle at the moment, isn't it? Monday. Obviously we've had all the big, huge mega cap tech companies reporting last week. We still got lots of tech companies reporting this week. Palantir, very hot stock, reports this week. I seem to know. Is it McDonald's? Have they already reported some other some key popular stocks and some of the tech stocks? AMD, I think, report this week. The daddy of them all, Nvidia reports. Is it the 18th? I think it's one on my way, isn't it? 19th Nvidia report their earnings. So I think it's AMD this week as well. But stock markets remain very well bid. Let's use the Nasdaq as an example. On an end of day basis, we were actually down, weren't we? Were we down or up? Yeah, we were up on Friday, 0.61% on Nasdaq. Actually, that's showing a down day, isn't it? So perhaps it was a down day. I thought it was positive Friday to close the month out. But anyway, Amazon was 9.5% Friday after that stunning earnings story. Meta going the opposite direction. So 25,900 Nasdaq, S&P 6,823. And it's an end of day again. So we're actually interesting here. Is this a daily? Yeah, I don't remember we were down. Interesting. I thought we were positive on Friday close. Anyway, as far as if you're trading this chart pattern, that's 4 down days, consecutive down days here on the derivative chart. So interesting, that gap potentially getting closed now. So that's looking fairly weak. You could argue there, that rollover. Interesting how that chart is looking. The down, similar move, big down day, gap filled. That might be buying opportunities now. Or we test into the 20. 46,750. We're at 47,160. 46,735 is the interesting to see what my system triggers later on today on the indices. It's interesting reading so far today. So there we go. And finally, energy, gold, oil, 60.75 for WTI. So it's at the bottom end of its range again. Couldn't hold. The 62 rally we got to last week, that key channel is now looking a bit like ancient history. We were down at 58, 57 week before last, and we're down again today. I look like we're under at 60, but we are in the upper half of the Bollinger Band, so maybe a bit of consolidation this last week of October and first week of November. We'll see, but $60 is key for WTI. 62 significant from that channel, and then 65 the top of the channel. As far as Brent's concerned, it's the other way around. We are actually hanging into the bottom of the channel. We're under the bottom of the channel. That channel there for the Brent was 65, and we're down at 64.80 at the moment. So again, another down day for Brent as well as WTI in the oil markets. So there we go. Monday, not a great deal going on. That's going to really move the markets. But the PMIs, I say the benefit, the positiveness of them, if you like, is they are forward looking. So we've got this mixed picture. General weakness across the board from manufacturing, wherever you are in the world. Some pockets of activity, Spain being the one in Europe, Europe being a little bit better than Asia was earlier this morning, and the US quite disappointing this afternoon as well. So just to recap, S&P came in at 52.5, better than expected, but the more significant Institute of Service Management came in at 48.7 from 49.1 last time, and from 49.4 expected market participation. And again, this hasn't been impacted by data gathering with the government being shut down. These are private setups. So Institute of Service Management, weakness in manufacturing in the United States, remaining in a contraction zone. Lots of chat later. We've got this daily from the FOMC. We've got the leader of the German Central Bank, Mr. Blas, later, and the leader of the Bank of Canada also speaking, and Governor Cook, Lisa Cook, pressured Lisa Cook, also speaking later on today. So see what they have to say. Overnight inflation data from South Korea as well. Okay, this week, relatively quiet, but as we said on Friday, we got the RBA No change expected from them. The Reserve Bank of Australia overnight tonight into Tuesday. Wednesday, the JOLTS open, that won't happen because that's, or will that happen actually? Oh, I have to double check that actually. The factory orders certainly won't happen on here. But Wednesday, there's more significance. We start to get the services PMIs, and that's more significant than obviously the manufacturing numbers we got today. But we also get the first reading of jobs from the ADP, the private payroll company, ADP, with their non-farm payroll data. That's become more significant and more relevant as well recently, but also since the shutdown over the last 30 odd days, quite very significant for Wednesday. So that's real focus for jobs numbers on Wednesday. So we'll be live for that for you as well. And then later on after that, the services PMIs, or the non-manufacturing PMIs out of the United States as well, on Thursday, on Wednesday as well. So Wednesday is a key day this week. Thursday brings us those big tech earnings and more PMI data, and then Friday is wrapped up with the jobs out of Canada. So Canada Jobs Day, obviously it should be non-farm payroll. That's obviously not happening. And also the University of Michigan, the key consumer sentiment and inflation expectations from them as well. So relatively quiet week, no non-farm payroll, but it's the first, still, as far as markets are concerned, it's still the first week of the new month. And we are now, all eyes on the end of the year as well now. We're into week, is this week 44, week 45, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. So 7 weeks to the end of the year. So there we go. So take care, everyone. I'm going to be away from most of November. So this is my last probably full trading week of November. Well, certainly for a while. And then see how much I do before Christmas when I get back. So anyway, more on that later in the week. So take care, everyone. Congratulations, those of you that are 11 winners from earlier. I'm sure the marketing guys have probably already been in touch. There's probably something already up on the Discord chat. Is there? I don't know. Let's have a quick check. I don't know if it says that. I don't know about. No, nothing yet. But I'm sure. There we are in the announcements tab. There we are. That's what we did earlier. Congratulations to our global winners all over the world. Look at that. That's great, isn't it? Well done with the flags, guys. I love that. Flags from all over the world. Uzbekistan, Kenya, Spain, India, Pakistan. And Matthew was first out from Canada as well. And Augustine from Kenya, East Africa. So take care, everyone. We'll see you all again tomorrow. Be good, be safe, and may the pips be with you as ever, my friends.